Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find a link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Alright you guys, as you all see, I'm doing this again from my home, just kind of wanting to relax. It's Friday night, and I'm going to go ahead and do the divine masculine and feminines, see where they're at, see where they're going, and see what is getting ready to happen. So on this journey for the two of them. So Spirit, please show me an energy between the masculine and feminine. What energy binds the two of them, the masculine and the feminine? What energy is the masculine and the feminine? Okay, yang energy. They're both wanting to take action, okay? I feel like the masculine and the feminine both, we've got the number one here, okay? So this is all about the spark of a new idea, and I think that the both of them are definitely wanting to move forward with that, okay? So let's see where the masculines are, okay? Spirit, please show me the masculines. Masculines know who their soulmate is. Okay, so the masculines, we've got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So I feel like the masculines are definitely wanting to reach out to their soulmate, but I think that they're afraid. It says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I do believe that the masculine needs to reach out and make this attempt towards the divine feminine. But I feel like they know that they're going to have to come at the divine feminine correctly. And they're going to have this conversation. And I feel like that is one of the biggest fears right now with the divine masculine, is actually having this conversation and really clearing the air. And also I think that for some of them, again, I do feel like they are working on releasing themselves from a soulmate so that they can come into this relationship with their divine feminine. Okay, so what is it for the divine feminines? Divine feminines, I think the divine feminines are going to have their choice. I feel like there are masculines that are flirting with the divine feminine. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. But when I'm seeing the yang energy as the overall energy between the masculine and feminine, I'm going to be honest with you. I do believe that the divine feminines have some masculines that are coming in. And I do believe that some of these feminines are definitely going to have choices between partners. For some of you divine feminines, you're definitely needing to release the ex, release the ideas of the ex, release the thoughts of the ex, all of those things. And when it comes right down to it, because it says release your ex here under flirt. So I don't know if some of you guys are being flirted with by your ex, or you're flirting with your ex, or you're even flirting with the idea of getting back together with your ex. Ladies, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but there's a reason why they're your ex in the first place, and you may want to think about that. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I think that, I'm looking at the heart-to-heart conversations and the getting to know each other, the mere reflection, okay? So I feel like, with that said, I'm almost feeling like the masculine and feminine, you guys are definitely mirroring one another, and I feel like the two of you are definitely wanting to take action with one another, and I feel like really coming in and having these heart-to-heart conversations. I feel like the feminines are definitely wanting, I feel like the feminines are releasing, or have released, for some of them, their ex. Some of them need to release their ex or the ideas. The masculines also need to release a soulmate here, okay? And they need to take action. I think that for some of the masculines, they went ahead and went towards a soulmate instead of going towards their divine feminine. And my nose is going crazy. But I feel like the divine masculine realizes that they made a mistake and they are wanting to move forward, but they're going to have to now take action to setting the soulmate free, so to speak. Okay, so let's find out, where are the divine feminines at this week on this journey, Spirit? Okay, so you guys got 3 cards already out. So yeah, you know, there's a separation here, and you find you have hope. The feminines have hope, okay, is what I'm seeing here. The feminines realize that, and I believe we just had this on last Saturday's reading where the separation was between the two of them. And like I said, I feel like you two are very much mirroring one another, and my nose is starting to itch. The divine feminine has kept the faith, and they are just continuing to hope and pray that everything is working out. But in the meantime, the feminines are definitely working on their mission work at this time, working to embody one's truest and highest essence and potential, passionately spreading their inner light. So I feel like, you know, the feminines are definitely out here spreading hope. I think that, you know, the masculines are definitely seeing what the feminines are bringing to the table. And I feel like, with that said, I do see that the masculines are hopeful that things are going to move forward. But again, the masculines need to come out of hiding and actually tell the feminines how they feel. Or because I don't feel like the masculines really listened in the past to what the feminines had to say, because again, they were afraid of actually opening their heart and opening their mind to the possibility of this relationship. So where are the masculines at this week, Spirit? Please show me the masculines. Okay. Masculines got balance, feeling harmonious within due to both masculine and feminine energies being balanced. Okay. Spirit, please show me the masculines. Nostalgia. So I do believe that the masculines are definitely wanting to talk to the divine feminine. I believe that, you know, the divine masculines are trying to put a mask on and pretend that everything is okay and that they're not thinking about this divine feminine. They have nostalgia for the past. So if the two of you know one another, I believe that if whatever times that the two of you spent together, this masculine is really thinking about those times. And I feel like, you know, if you are seeing this person in public, I feel like, sorry about my hair, you guys, I just got off work and I've been exhausted all day. I didn't do my anything. So my apologies. But anyway, if you have seen this masculine out in public, and you know, it looks are very deceiving is what I'm getting out of this. I feel like, you know, maybe this person acts like they don't care. Maybe they act like they're balanced, and maybe they act like everything is okay, when really in all actuality they are dying inside to have a conversation with you. I feel like it's been a really long time, and I feel like it's in their, I feel like the ball is in the masculine's court. When I see the yang energy as the overall energy, I feel like, and that looks like a ball there, and I feel like the ball is in your court, masculine. If you want this heart-to-heart conversation, because it is on your side, because I believe in the past you stopped listening when the feminine was talking, and so the feminine stopped altogether. They just went ahead and walked away from you. So when I'm seeing the releasing your ex, I think that the two of you flirted a lot. I think that the two of you, you know, were really close to one another, and the masculine was, and whether you take on the role of the masculine or feminine, twist it, flip it, however you may, the roles can always be reversed. I'm just speaking as the cards are coming out. So you know what side of the fence you're on, okay? So I feel like it was up to the masculine, and the masculine just didn't trust. They didn't trust themselves. They didn't trust the feminine. They didn't take the time out to really get to know the feminine. And so the feminine said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm out. It was that simple. It wasn't easy for the feminine to separate herself from this relationship, because she had high hopes, and she realizes that the two of you together, you had mission work. You have something here that the two of you are supposed to be doing in this plane at this time. But the masculine wasn't willing to put himself out there to be vulnerable. Okay? Spirit, all right, feminines, you're already, so that really confused the feminines. These are such repeater cards to personal readings I've even been doing too. So it just goes to show that it's just in the energy for a lot of people right now. Telepathy, yep. All right, these are all repeater cards. Okay. So I feel like, you got confused. The center of the reading is telepathy. It says, able to hear each other's thoughts and converse mentally, able to sense each other's feelings and moods. And then we've got music. Messages received through music and lyrics. So I do believe that the masculine is speaking to the feminine through music. I believe if there is music in the past that this masculine sent to you, I do believe that is playing. It's coming up for you, and there is messages there for you. Otherwise, there is songs that continue to come on the radio that remind you of your masculine, and I believe that I just get this feeling that you guys are supposed to make music together, however that means for you. It's like it's the end. How do I want to say this? I feel like the two of you are supposed to create music together. Or maybe your divine masculine is a musician even. So I feel like, and maybe that's the mission work that the two of you are supposed to do together. For others of you, I do believe that, you're really tapped into your divine counterpart. And I think that the two of you are definitely sending messages to one another. And I feel like sometimes you're feeling the other party's feelings. And I feel like I'm getting touched all over. Maybe that, your counterpart is like trying to hug you, because I'm definitely seeing these wings here. And maybe in your times of sadness, you feel like maybe a hand on your cheek, or it just feels like a sense of calm that you get. And I feel like the two of you are so intertwined that you can tell, and you are tapped in to the other party's emotions. Okay, so show me the divine masculines to the feminines. Aha. Okay. Wow, these cards are just flying out, you guys. So the divine masculines are at a crossroads, okay? So in the same exact position where the feminines are confused, and I think that, it's like really confusing. It's like the feminines are facing their fears. They know that they're confused, but they have hope, but the masculines have got their backs turned right now. But funny enough, look at these two cards. In the center of the reading, you got confession. And then you also got deception. Okay? So it's two cards of masking. And I feel like in the center of the reading, it's talking about this masculine has a desire to be with this feminine, okay? It says a strong feeling of secretly wanting it and wishing for their feminine. So I feel like the masculines are wanting to come out and tell the feminines that they have this desire to come for you and to be with you. And they know that they want to have this heart-to-heart conversation with you. But because they know that they sabotage this relationship. It says self-sabotage, judging, giving away their power, focusing on the negative, building walls around their heart. So I feel like they purposefully sabotage this relationship, especially heart-to-heart conversations. So maybe the two of you had a heart-to-heart conversations, and the masculine was wearing a mask in the past, and they pretended, like I said earlier, that they didn't want this relationship. Well, now they're sitting here with this fork in the road, and they are trying to decide on how they're going to come out of hiding in a very much more balanced approach, and have this conversation with you feminines. But in the meantime, I feel like the feminines already are getting the signs of that through music, through their art, through their mission work. And I feel like, you know, the feminines also are, they're definitely being tempted by other masculines, okay? Where I also believe that the masculines, the divine masculines, have been entertaining, like I said, a third party as well. For some of you. Spirit, please show me, what steps are the feminines taking to come into alignment with their divine masculine? What steps are the divine feminines taking to come into alignment with their divine masculine? What steps? They're trusting in the guidance. Okay? It says, from higher self, spirit, trusted family and friends, anyone with wisdom. So guidance. I think that they're getting guidance from above. For some of them, maybe they're going to tarot card readers. For others of them, you know, I feel like they're they're following their inner compass, okay? Suppression, emotionally numb, not allowing oneself to think or feel, bottling up emotions. Okay, and the last one, they're trusting. So the feminines are trusting. They are learning how to trust in divine timing. Overall energy is confrontational. Deals with things in an aggressive way, hostile or argumentative. So maybe in the past, you know, the divine feminine, she was confrontational. Maybe the two of you got into some form of an argument or a disagreement, and the divine feminine, I believe, separated from this relationship, because the first card out is the separation for her on her side. And she decided to move on and go and do her mission work, building her empire, you know, maybe working on releasing the pain from past experiences, past relationships, and things like those. And I feel like, with that said, I do believe that this feminine has had high hopes for this relationship, and she has just had to trust that no matter what, whatever is meant for her will never pass her by, okay? And so what got her to this point was the confrontation. And I do believe that, you know, because the masculine, when you look on the masculine side and you see the two cards of, you know, wearing a false self mask, and then you see here where he's like not even listening to a fucking word she has to say, you know, even though spirit is saying, hey, it is safe for you to love, go ahead and trust this divine feminine, because of things that had happened in the past with past soulmates and things like that. They took the feminine for granted because of, like I said, the nostalgia, the past experiences, because they'd never really found balance within themselves. And I feel like the masculine needed to go off on a interpersonal journey, but then they got distracted. They got distracted by their desire. And like I said, I do believe that the masculines are entertaining a soulmate. And I feel like that is the confession. And I do believe we got that in last week's reading too, is the masculines were needing to confess to the divine feminine. And I think that that's where the self-sabotage came in, is the fact that that's how he sabotaged this relationship, is he was tempted. You know, he had all these different things. He wanted to go out and be the player, is what he wanted to do. Especially when I'm looking at these cards, you know, you've got a brunette here, and you got a blonde here. These are two totally different people, two totally different relationships. And I feel like that's where the deception came in. What are the masculines doing to come into alignment with the feminines? Masculines are walking away from their all right, so Walking away from their soulmate. So now the masculine's got two soulmates. Okay, here we go. Both of them as the overall energy. So I feel like the masculines are, the soulmate is what got them into this situation. And I think it was a soulmate from the past, came back in, and they are now working on walking away from that soulmate so that they can come into this commitment with their divine feminine. Because I feel like the masculines realize who actually completes them at this time. And they realize that they sabotage this relationship due to their past fears and the temptation from these soulmate relationships. And I think that the feminine found out. There was a confrontation between some of you. And maybe there was, for some of you, even a fight between you and your divine feminine. Ego is right underneath that. Fear, anxiety, limiting beliefs, toxic thinking patterns. Yeah. And maybe that has a lot to do with the soulmates that were in your life. And I just heard a horn honk right when I said that. The feminines, on the other hand, they have tunnel vision, passionately focusing exclusively on one's goals, dreams, and visions, building an empire. That's what the feminines are working on right now. They're working on their own stability because, this relationship brought a lot of chaos to these feminines. These feminines were definitely thinking about this relationship. And I feel like, the more the feminines try to pull away and cover their ears and go about their mission work and do their whether that's their spiritual healing or whatever it is they're doing, I feel like the masculines feel that the feminines are trying to suppress this energy. And I feel like the more the feminines do that, the more the masculines are being drawn back in towards the feminine. That's what I'm getting out of this. All right, Spirit. So what do the masculines want to say from their heart space to the feminines? All right. Okay. I send you telepathic messages. What does that say? Telepathy. Can you see that? So this person is definitely sending you messages, and all I want to do is talk to you. This masculine is missing talking to you. That's where the nostalgia. See how those two are just sitting there enjoying one another's company? And I think that this person pretended that it would be okay if you weren't in their life because they were afraid of change. They were afraid you were going to want to change them. And I think that the masculines, it took a long time for them to get to this space. And they still didn't know who they were without this relationship. And I feel like the past did come knocking. An ex or a karmic or whatever you want to call it, did come back in. But I feel like this person, again, what did I say? I feel like they pretend they don't care because they care a lot more, especially when I'm seeing the nostalgia and the deception and what is at the bottom of the deck. They care. They care. And because of that, they're at an imbalance right now because they care. I pretend I don't care because I care too much. I feel like that's why they sabotage this relationship. But what it comes right down to is this person is wanting to talk to you. This person is wanting to, they keep seeing signs of you everywhere they go. Okay? And one more card from the masculines to the feminines from their heart. Okay? I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. All right? So, and they do. I feel like this, and they feel so much regret about everything that they've done, even being with the other partner, the one that they have been entertaining, and they realize that this other person does not complete them, so they are working on walking away. Now, they're, right now, they're at a crossroads. Right now, they're thinking about everything that they've done, but in the future, and because I said, what is the masculines doing at this time to come into union, to align themselves with union with this divine feminine? And it says that they are walking away. So now, what do the feminines want to say to the masculines? I know I hurt you. I never intended to. So I do believe that when the feminines separated from the masculine, when they confronted them, they'd probably gotten in an argument. I feel like because the feminines were so confused about what was going on, because I do believe that the masculines were showing one thing. I think that what the masculines were doing was wanting to be in this relationship, and then when it came right down to it, the masculine said, no, that's not what I want. And then because of their own confusion, they went and got into a relationship with someone else. And so they never meant to hurt the divine masculine, but it did. I'm making a plan to come back to you. But with that said, right now, their plan is just to follow the guidance that they are being, and so they're suppressing the urge to just come out and see you, because I feel like with the masculines are the ones that need to step up. The masculines are the ones who said that they didn't want a commitment with the feminine. And if it's vice versa, then maybe you're the one that needs to stand up. But you, like I said, you know your own role. So I feel like, the plan is to continue to get herself better, and keep building her empire. And if the masculine wants to come back in, that is entirely up to him. But he needs to make that move. And right now he's at the crossroads. Yeah, now is not the right time. Yeah, now is not the right time. So what do the feminines want to say to the masculine? Okay. I miss you. The feminines really do miss the masculines, but again, they can miss them, but they're following their inner guidance right now. Okay? I can picture my life with you. Like I said, I think that they've had dreams of this. They have already had this discussion. They have, they have had hope this entire time that the masculine would come back. Not and save them. I don't see a saving. I miss holding you, and I don't want this to be over with us. Okay? So, again, she has held on to the hope that the two of you would get back together. And I'm trying to trust in divine timing. So the feminines, like I said, they're waiting on the masculines to, overcome this crossroads that they're in right now and release themselves from the confusion and come out and confess their feelings towards this divine feminine and have this conversation that both of them have been yearning for. Because I feel like the masculine pretended that he didn't miss the feminine. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I look at the masculine has got deception written all over him. He's lying to himself. And with that said, if you're lying to yourself, you're not telling the truth to anyone else. My nose is really going crazy. So, one last message for the... All right. Masculines, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Listen, I posted it earlier today. I'm recording this on Friday. If you follow me on Facebook, I had posted today about, let me go see real quick. It said, nothing will ever be the same again, so why not fully dive into it? I see so many people that want a relationship and they continue to sit and ponder or fight the urge. Others want away from a relationship, but they stay because fill in the blank. Life is changing at rapid speeds right now, making twists and turns that are so far out of people's comfort zones already. The only way to have the most amazing things in life right now is to change your reality. So I feel like, you guys, if this is something that you're wanting, you need to change the reality of the way that you're looking at this relationship. You need to change the way that you keep looking at past relationships and trying to compare the two. There is no comparison. This is the divine feminine. You are with a distorted feminine, and vice versa. Distorted masculine, distorted feminine, or divine masculine. You guys are needing to come out of this this hiding that the two of you are in, and really tell the truth about how you feel about one another. You know, I feel like it's almost like a game of cat and mouse, and I feel like the masculines have tried to control their urge, control what's going on, and try and keep this mask on, when really in all actuality they are desiring a conversation with their feminine, but they're holding back, they're controlling themselves. And it's like, listen guys, tomorrow is never promised. Move the fuck forward and tell this feminine that you're in love with her, so that the two of you can start working on getting things off the ground and moving forward into your happily ever after. My goodness, yeah, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I get that you guys want to get things balanced and straight. And for some of you, these masculines are really needing to walk away from these soulmate connections, because it obviously goes to show that the masculine definitely has these soulmate connections that he has manifested in place of this divine feminine, when really the person that he's even sitting next to right now, he's not even paying attention to, because his thoughts and his heart and everything is on his divine feminine. Crazy. It just blows my mind how people, like, when you're so in love with another party, you don't just tell them. So one last message from the divine feminines to the divine masculines. What do the divine feminines want to say to the divine masculine? Wow. Okay. So the divine feminines are saying they're calling in their soulmate. The divine feminines have been calling in this masculine. The divine feminines know who they want, and they are in this place of surrender, and they know that, again, it goes back to, you know, worth waiting for. They know that this masculine is worth waiting for, and the feminines are just waiting on the masculines to express their love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So yeah, it goes right back to everything I was just saying. Feminines, you know, if you're the ones holding back, then maybe it's time for you to express your love to this masculine if you have been keeping yourself in hiding. And if you're the one who, you know, you're the one who, like, went off and hid, maybe it's time for you to reach out and express how you truly feel, even if that is telepathically, okay? I do believe that the two of you, you know, this, if you're connected in the fifth dimension, go ahead and send this masculine messages through the fifth dimension, and just know that this masculine, there's such a magnetic attraction between the two of you that this masculine will pick up on the energy, and eventually the two of you, you'll either hopefully get a message from your masculine, which it'll be a message once he walks away from a commitment that he is in right now, so that he can fulfill what actually makes his heart complete. You guys, this is such a beautiful reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If this sounds like your story and you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootsteps2peace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell. Comment. Let me know how these videos are working out for you guys. And you guys, if you are interested in a personal reading to find out where all this is, you know how to contact me. So you guys have a beautiful weekend, and we'll chat again soon. Take care.